What's up, boys? Today we're going to be installing, or already installed, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the matte Gecko, or just the LED headlights for the 2013 BMW S1000. It's actually a pretty easy process. I'm just going to be going ahead and redoing it because I'm just going to be showing you guys the process along the way. If you guys can see, let's see if I can get a good video of it. Right there, supposed to be a bushing around that little nipple thing, and there's not, because I forgot to put that on when I was doing it. So it is the most obnoxious thing in the world. So pretty much I'm going to be showing you guys step by step. I was having trouble finding a pretty good video showing how to do everything, so I'm going to be making my own video to maybe help other people out there to go through the same process. All right, so first things first, let's get this out of the way. You don't have to put it onto a stand, but I will say it is much easier having it on a stand than not having it on a stand. But so pretty much this is going to be the plug. So this plug right here, not the one with the colored wires, this is the one that comes with the new headlights. But yours is going to be looking like this, and it's just going to be plugged in like right here. So pretty much all you have to do is this metal clip right here. Easiest way to do this, instead of just pulling straight up on it, what I do is I angle it this way and basically push down, and it'll pop this up. Because if you can see, here, I'll show you guys 1 second. Because if you can see here, this side has like a little edge, so it needs to kind of push in that way before it can pop up. So that's why giving it a little bit of leverage like that, make sure it's focused better, giving it a little leverage like that will make it come out super easy. And then just as simple as unplugging it. And then you can just leave, obviously this is for the new helmet, let me get that out the way, but you can leave that wire just dangling there, it won't get in the way. And then once you unconnect both sides, let me get this side unconnected. This side will be an easy just pull apart. All right, once you get both sides disconnected, everything's gonna be done with a T25. When I actually did it the first time around, I didn't even have the socket attachment. I literally just had like little L Allens. So it is 100% possible to do this without the socket, but I went and picked up the socket today because it is 100 times easier with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and run over all the bolts really quick with you guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and knock it off camera. So both left and right are gonna be the same. So it's gonna be this bolt right here, all gonna be T25s. So this bolt, these 2 bolts here, and then pull the wheel back. And then in here, we're gonna be taking off this one, and then these 2. And then obviously coinciding with the other side, these 2, this one, the 2 for the winglet, as well as this one right here. And then we also have to take off this one, and then as well as the matching 2 over on this side. This one right here, and that one right there. And then don't forget, you also have to take off your mirrors, or if you have block off plates, take off your block off plates. So the OEM mirrors are just, I believe, a 10 mil socket. And then mine are just aftermarket block off plates, so I just have an Allen holding it on. So that is everything you have to take off. So let me get all those knocked out of the way, and then I'll show you next steps. Alrighty, so I got every bolt taken off, including all those, as well as my mirror block off plates. So next step from now, literally all you have to do is just shimmy the whole front end on, or off. Oh, and I actually missed a step. So you guys can see right in here, there's that little clip, connects onto this fairing. So pretty much what you have to do is you just gotta shimmy it out like that. So that's how you get this off. But as you heard, a little trinkle, the little bracket that you screw into to put the winglets on. That actually happened the first time I did this as well. Just fell into the side fairing. So the little bracket that I lost, that goes right there, that holds the winglets on, that was stuck. So it's much easier once you if you lose any pieces, just stay calm, remove the head unit. And then it was literally just sitting, you see that little silver bolt is? It was sitting right on that. So it was simple as just pulling that down and then squeezing my arm. I tried squeezing it through there, it did not work. So I squeezed it around through there, easily able to grab it. So basically, all you gotta do is once you unclip both those little side pieces on the fairings from this, then all you have to do is just shimmy it forward. And then the most difficult part is actually getting it out from, there should be 2 bushings right here, which are those were the 2 bushings that I'm missing. The hardest part is gonna be getting them off of here. It'll feel like it's stuck. There are no other bolts. It's just the nipples are stuck onto the bushings. So that's that. Front end's off. Here's that. Let me show you guys the insides. All right, so here's the inside of the head unit. To get the actual headlights off, it's super easy. You just, same T25, take off 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and it's literally just a super easy swap. And then once that's done, you literally just shove it right back where it fit. And I will show you guys that step as well. Let's get these bushings put back on my head unit, and then I will show you guys the process of putting it on. It's super easy. Pretty much all you gotta do is just kind of wiggle these out a little bit, stuff it in between, push it straight on, and good to go. All right, so also just a heads up when it comes to these bushings, when I took off my OEM headlight, one of these got stuck on the right side, and then one of them stayed on here, but when I put back on the head unit, it got dislodged. So again, these are where these goes. I'm gonna pop those back in and we'll see you then. All right, bushings are in. Now it is time to slap on the head unit with the new LEDs. All right, you guys are in my trunk right now, but I'm gonna try to give you guys a shot of me tossing this thing back on. Alrighty. Oh, tripod. Okay, so pretty much you're gonna want to slide. The way that I did it is, let me take this shit off. The way that I did it is I pretty much slid this side into here first, and then you're gonna want to make sure the shit. All right, so you're gonna want to make sure you didn't do what I did. And this, so you're gonna actually want it to look like this, where the plastic is here and not like this. So So this needs to be on the other side and this plastic piece needs to be underneath. So when you get it on, just make sure that both sides look like this, plastic's touching the plastic, because this is where the screws thread into. And then on the top, obviously I haven't put this in fully yet, but you're gonna wanna make sure that these fully line up. You're gonna wanna make sure this goes underneath like it is on this side, and then you can push it all the way in once that's good. And then let me give you guys not an upside down shot. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that the bushings that these tabs are pushing the bushings, and the bushings do stay there. If you do lose these bushings, I will warn you, the bike will make the worst rattling noise right around like 5,000 RPM. So let me go ahead and shimmy the rest back on, and then we'll be good. Alrighty, that is a full head unit installed now. Only thing you have to do is just toss on the bolts. We're good to go. Super easy process. I'm imagining if you guys have an S1000, this is not your first modification on a bike. But if, let's say it is, this is actually a super easy mod. Just make sure yeah, it looks so unorganized on camera, but I have a process. It's all organized. So just try to stay organized in your head and you should be good. And just try not to lose any bolts. So next steps, I actually end up, what you guys should do, I know these work, but before you guys actually put on the head unit, I would suggest plugging in the wirings first and just turning the bike on, make sure everything's all good to go and everything's working properly. Let me plug these in actually real quick and just show you guys. So again, like I said, I lost this piece on the right side, but I do have it on the left. My opinion, it's not the biggest deal, but pretty much you just put one clip, bend it around this side, and then just push it down. Super easy. And then when it's fully locked in, it should look like that. That ain't going nowhere. And then, like I said, I shove the wiring that comes with the new headlights into the housing itself, and then wrap that up there, and then I'll clip that in once I put all the bolts in. All right, all the bolts have been put on. Everything's back where it should be. All bolts are together. Both sides of the wires are plugged in, and I did get both the bushings back in, thankfully, because man, riding without those bushings was so obnoxious. All right, everything's plugged in. Let's turn around and show you guys what they look like. All right, so that's just gonna be the normal daytime runnings, and then low light's gonna be on this side, and then your high beam's gonna be on this side, so I'll turn it all on. So low light's gonna come on when the bike turns on. So that's how those look. And then with the high beams, that's what the high beams. Very good upgrade, especially on this bike. The old halogen bulbs just do not do the trick. And riding at night, if you ride at night at all, the old halogen bulbs just ain't cutting it. I mean, look how much better that looks, dude. Woo! All right, so that's the install process of the matte Gecko LED headlights on the 2013 BMW S1000. I honestly believe it is basically the same for the Gen 3s as well. Not 100% sure, but I'm like 98% sure it's basically the exact same thing. Maybe a couple bolts are in a different spot, but that's what they look like. Such a beautiful bike, man. All right, well, if there's anything else you guys want me to go over or show you guys how to do, just let me know, leave a comment, and I'll make a video on it. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.